This is a reading video for a certain scientific Railgun S, episodes 17, 18, 19, and 20, a 4-episode reaction. So click in the link description below to go watch my reaction, and then come back here to see my full thoughts, ideas, and theories about these episodes and what's to come, and all that good stuff. We're getting, basically, this week and next week are going to be the final bits for Railgun, and then afterwards we're going to go finish up the OVAs, and then the movie, and then we wait for the new season to kick up of Index. So just for those of you who were wondering the timeline and everything like that. So yeah, click away now or be spoiled as to what happened in these episodes. Okay, so one thing I love about these episodes is it differs from what we've seen in Index, of course, kind of thing. So that's one thing I was hoping for. I was hoping that they detour and do their own thing instead of having the same kind of outcome, but like from Railgun's point of view, kind of thing. Which wouldn't be bad per se, but because usually, like in the past, they're in a way like redo of some of the episodes, have put more information in terms of Railgun's side of the story from Index's side of the story. So like, for instance, the sister battle with Accelerator and stuff like that. Index like showed it all the way through, and then Railgun went back, however many months, years, whatever. They went back and remade that whole scenario, but in Railgun, with bigger animation and so on and so forth, to make it bigger and better. So not to say that having retellings of the story in Index wouldn't be a bad thing, but I do love like the kind of separate storylines from between Index and Railgun, because Railgun's all about the science side of it, whereas Index is all about the magic side of things. So we got enough magic stuff with Index, with the churches and everything like that, so like that. So having Railgun siding with the scientific stuff like that, the experiments and stuff like that, basically stuff like that. I keep saying that is something that I really love. So it's really cool. So a new girl, Fabri, who seems to be an experiment. I was right on that case. Towards the end, I was kind of leaning towards something other than experiment, like she was being used. Kind of like she was like just a child, and then these people, found her and is utilizing her skills to make these robots that will hurt people or whatever like that. That's kind of like what I started leaning towards, more so towards the end, and then it was kind of revealed she's an experiment. So my original theory was pretty spot on, except for the fact that like later on, like I said, I just kind of detoured off that fact, and I was like, maybe there's more to it, something like that. But nope, she's an experiment. So I'm interested to see if maybe it's. I was actually thinking it might have been the lollipops that are keeping her stable, if that makes sense. So if she doesn't have her lollies in a sense, she goes into like a fever, so on and so forth, and then maybe she will recover a little bit, enough to like grab a lollipop and then like start like eating it or whatever like that, and then recover from that. So that's kind of like what I was thinking, anyways, what might be happening. Other than like the main kind of experiment that's happening, there's some kind of like control module, and she's like the host. If you think about the sisters, how like Misaka, she is the core component of the sister network. So having her send out broadcasts throughout all of the sister network to tell them what to do. In this case, it's Fabri, and she's controlling, whether she knows it or whatever. She's giving life, in a sense, to these robots. The robots have no power supply. They have no controller, or they have no driver, basically. Either it to be the robot with commands or whatever. So she's definitely controlling them or giving them life, whether she knows it or not, kind of thing. whether her hair is like a battery in itself, kind of thing, um, or something like that. I'm not sure, but her just like immediate like inherent like hatred towards Misaka, um, is like all but fact, right? Because like if she doesn't like Misaka, then that means all robots don't like Misaka because like they're all trying to kill Misaka or fight Misaka or whatever. And these academic people who came into the city, the high intelligent people like that, including the one girl that we've seen the previous time, who I don't remember if I ever wrote her name down. Shoot. Maybe it was this name. Let me Google it real quick. Just remember face. Railgun. Okay, was it this girl? Hold on, let me look. Yes, that's her. Perfect. Shinobu. I wrote her name down, but I didn't write like a proper. I called her Weird Girl. I'm sorry. That was like my description of her. Let's see. What would be a better description of her? She was the one who helped with the sister thing. So purple hair. Come on, hair. There we go. Hair. Purple hair. Scientist, I guess. Scientist. Well, I need space there. Scientist. Scientist. I'm all off on spelling. So yeah, Shinobu is part of their group. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think she wants to kill Railgun. Maybe this is like her group that is trying to maybe help speed up her growth to make her level 6 kind of thing, but in her own way, where instead of like killing things, it's more so just like robots and testing kind of thing. Maybe. Also, I forgot what number Railgun is. I think she was like 5 or 4. At first I thought she was 3, but then they mentioned 3 getting involved at the end, and that leads me to believe that it's the one girl, the fan girl, the one like puts a fan over her face, whatever. She's number 3, if I'm understanding that correctly. I can't remember what she is. I feel like she was 3. It's been so long since I've seen Railgun stuff. I apologize. Yeah, I've it's been a little while since I've seen Railgun stuff because we had like all of season 2 of Index to go through, before jumping back into Index and everything. Or sorry, Railgun. So I've forgotten quite a bit. So I apologize. The little details, at least. I've forgotten the little kind of details. Anyways, let's see. Oh, I actually did write down. Yeah, so I wrote down 4 and 5. Yes, 4 and 5. The item girls, the bodyguard mercs that we've seen when they went up against the robots in this episode. How like we all suddenly it's kind of like they went to go do like a bust of like a weapons deal, and then ended up being a bunch of robots there. So those girls. So Brenda, and Moguno, the Meltdowner, then Takisuro, Takisuro. She's a stalker girl. And then I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure about the girl in the hoodie. Don't know if we've ever heard her name. But anyways, the quiet one, the stalker girl, she is level 4, and then Meltdowner is level 5. Okay, this is actually confusing because I put number 4 level 5. I don't know why I put number 4 level 5. So I'm not sure about that. But they were talking, the scientists that were in charge of this experiment, when Item was attacking the robots and everything, they did mention number 4 attacking, or being in, like, they mentioned number 4 in that. So that makes sense that Item was the main focus there. But then they found Railgun. Railgun, I'm assuming being 3 or 2. I don't feel like it's 2. I do feel like 2 was the one girl who can control people. Was that 2? I can't remember. Or was she just like a popular kid? I can't remember. It's that has been a long time. The one girl who can control people in the entire dorm or whatever, or school or whatever, um, that girl has not been around forever. Like, I think since season 1 of Railgun. Um, so she's not really relevant. But so anyways, yeah. So that initial attack with the multiple robots versus Item, that was to test their abilities, I guess, there. Then they found Railgun, and now are continuing to test her. Um, for whatever reason. Also, that Fabri is with Railgun as well, or Railgun's party, friends, whatever. That they are more focused on Railgun more than anything. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting if they even go further beyond this and try to do Accelerator. If they just keep going up and up and up and up. The ultimate goal is, I wonder what, I'm trying to figure out what they are trying to do. Like, what is their experiment? Like, what are they trying to do? Like, is it just to test them? Is it just to try to show them their own weaknesses and what they can and can't do? Is it to focus more on Fabri's abilities as an experiment herself and trying to control these robots with her hair? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of information in these past couple episodes that kind of are leaving me wondering about things. So in due time, we'll kind of slowly uncover them, I'm guessing, through the final 4 episodes of Railgun. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens next for sure. For the finale, anyways. If these guys are evil, trying to kill Accelerator, Fighter, whatever, yeah, so be it, or whatever like that, just for the glory of the experiment, or if they're purposely trying to do this to test the level 5s for some purpose. Shinobu being part of their group, so I'm not sure what her motives are, seeing how her initial plan to stop the sister network was to put the credit cards inside of like hard to reach places, or like hard to see, out of sight, out of mind, back alleyways, and whatever, to make people more want to travel those routes, so that way Accelerator would have a harder time, and the network would have a harder time doing their deed, basically. So seeing how she went that far to do that, like, I'm not sure what her initial goals are here. We haven't heard her speak at all. It's always been like a couple of people that have been talking, kind of thing. Like 2 or 3 of them have talked. But I don't know. I'm really interested, for sure, to see what happens next. So tune in next week for the finale of Railgun S. And like I said at the very beginning, after Railgun S, we'll be moving on to the OVAs that Crow has said. All of them combined. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember exactly. I just saw kind of briefly what he sent me links for. And then we'll do all of them probably in one batch, seeing how it's probably going to be the same amount of time as like 4 episodes, 5 episodes of like actual episode length. So I think Crow said about 50 minutes, so about the same length. And then afterwards, after we get done with that, the following week after that, we'll finish up the movie, or we'll do the movie, I should say, which I can't remember how long that one was. I think he said like an hour and 30, 45 minutes, or 40, 50 minutes, something like that. So we have that to do. And then, like I said, after that, then we're on hold for the new season of Index that comes out. However long we have to wait for that. So yeah, I'm super pumped to see the finale of Railgun S. So far, I think I've liked Railgun way more than Index. Index has moments, really cool moments and everything. It's trying to grow on me a little bit more with Toma and everything, but ultimately I still like old Toma besides the new one. But it doesn't really matter in the long run. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for the finale of Railgun. Take care, buddy.